This is me, Justin, and these are our group mates. Welcome to our vlog.
Hello everyone, welcome to the
Buddhist Temple!
So now we're at the Chetawan Buddhist Temple, also known as Wat Chetawan. It was built in 1957 and officiated by the late King Bhumibol Adulyadej, the King of Thailand at the time. The temple is also the only Malaysian Siamese temple which has been chosen as the custodian of the Buddha's sacred relics for all Malaysian Buddhists that are parts of the ancient relics discovered in Piprawa, a village in Uttar Pradesh, near the border of the Kingdom of Nepal in 1898. I was quite surprised when I saw the temple was empty because usually when I go it is during the weekends and it's actually really crowded. The first significant element that I observed during the trip was the multi-headed nagas which are located next to the stairs that lead to the main shrine. The main shrine is heavily gilded in gold leaves and intricately decorated with multicolored glass tiles. I also observed two devotees receiving blessings from the monks. It reminded me how important faith and tradition still are in people's daily lives, especially in Southeast Asia. The spiritual practices are often woven into the rhythm of everyday life. The temple's intricate architecture featuring golden stupas, tiered roofs, and naga motifs echoes classical Thai style and mirrors similar designs found throughout Southeast Asia, showcasing a shared regional aesthetic. This shared regional aesthetic made me reflect on how cultural and religious traditions in the region are deeply interconnected, transcending borders while preserving distinct identities. The temple also embodies the impact of migration and cultural diplomacy, originally serving the Thai community in Malaysia and now attracting Buddhists and visitors of all backgrounds. It serves not just as a place of worship, but as a hub of cultural preservation and transnational connection, illustrating how globalization and regional history continue to shape Southeast Asian religious and cultural identity.
We are now at
Pasar Seni! Pasar Seni!
Pasar Seni, also known in Chinese as the Central Art Place, is located in the center of Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, originally built in 1888 as a traditional web bazaar for fresh produce and daily necessities. The building was converted in the mid-1980s into the arts and crafts center it is today. I found it interesting that the Pasar Seni is home to the large number of local artists and artisans selling a variety of handicrafts, souvenirs, and traditional clothing. It's a blend of Malay, Chinese, Indian, and other ethnic cultures. I think it vividly covers the spirit of the openings and inclusiveness of Southeast Asia societies through art and human interaction. It's not only a shopping destination, but also the window for cultural exchange.
Okay, so now moving on to lunchtime. For lunch, we either had the option to choose nasi lemak or mee goreng. Nasi lemak is a traditional Malaysian dish made of fragrant rice cooked in coconut milk, and it's usually served with sambal, fried anchovies, peanuts, boiled egg, and cucumber. It's often accompanied by fried chicken, like as you can see here in the picture, or rendang or other proteins such as sambal sotong. Mee goreng is a popular stir-fried noodle dish in Malaysia and Indonesia, typically made of yellow noodles, soy sauce, garlic, vegetable, egg, and a choice of meat or seafood. Like as you can see here, it's chicken. It's flavorful, slightly sweet, and spicy. Nasi lemak and mee goreng aren't just popular dishes, they're a big part of everyday life in Southeast Asia. You'll find them everywhere from street stalls to family tables. They show how the region's cultures, Malay, Chinese, Indian, and more, blend together through food. These dishes tell a story of how people in Southeast Asia share flavors, traditions, and a love for hearty, comforting meals that bring everyone together. I had the mee goreng, and as expected, the mee goreng was not that good since it was coming from a tourist spot, since this restaurant was in Pasar Seni. Better mee goreng can be found at your nearest mamak, such as the greatest of all time, Pelita. This is every Malaysian's go-to spot for supper. Well, take a look at that. Now that's real mee goreng. Perfect pairing with a Milo ice. Hashtag sangat sedap.
After having lunch, we went to the Islamic Arts Museum Malaysia, which is located near the Lake Gardens in KL. It opened in 1998 and is now the largest museum of Islamic art in Southeast Asia, housing over 7,000 artifacts around the world. One significant element that I found were the domes. A fun fact about the domes is that when you stand exactly in the center of the dome and make any sound, It echoes the loudest compared to standing anywhere else, which shows the careful design of Islamic architecture and acoustics. Another element that caught my attention was this small flask on the screen you see right here that most people thought was to store water. But according to our tour guide, it was actually used to collect tears, which shocked everyone. This visit made me appreciate how history and globalization influence Southeast Asia, as many designs in the museum blend local Malay styles with Middle Eastern and Indian influences.
Finally, we are at Masjid Negara.
Our last stop for the day is Masjid Negara, Malaysia's national mosque. Nestled in the heart of Kuala Lumpur, it is a serene landmark near the Islamic Arts Museum and Large Perdana Gardens, easily accessible via public transport such as trains. Born in 1957, just before independence, it was envisioned as a symbol of national unity and Islamic faith. Designed by Howard Ashley, Hisham Al-Bakri and Baharuddin Qasim, it blends modernist lines with spiritual grace. Its umbrella-shaped roof and soaring minaret reflects Malaysia's identity and Islamic pillars. Wrapped in a borrowed robe, I stepped into Masjid Negara's tranquil prayer hall, bathed in light from stained glass and framed by minimalist calligraphy. Though I'm not Muslim, we felt this welcome into a space of quiet reverence, where the echoes of prayer invited reflection on something larger than belief, shared humanity. Like Istiqlal Mosque in Jakarta, its blend of Malay, Middle Eastern and tropical design speaks to Southeast Asia's pluralism. I don't find it just an ordinary architecture. It's a religious symbol of harmony and hope, built by many and sense of belonging to all.